It's time. I just want to hide behind this and not read it, because if I don't read it, then it's not real, right? It didn't actually happen. Wish that's how this worked. This is the last issue of Stillwater. The very last issue. It's been a crazy few years. And I just never could have imagined falling in love with a book as much as I have this one. Like, my whole life for the past almost decade has been dedicated to The Walking Dead, and I never thought that anything would rival my love for that book. But here we are, the 18th issue of Stillwater, and I'm already wanting to cry my eyes out, so I imagine I will cry my eyes out at several points during this. I'm already feeling jumbled. This cover, let's just start with the cover. It's gorgeous. And while I'm at it, let's go ahead and roll on over and grab the first issue, because clearly we have some parallels going on here. You know, we have the same, like, heart root system under the town, but it looks like it's gone from being, at least how I've interpreted this as I've read through the series, and I guess it's up for interpretation for everyone. I always imagine that this is Laura and her son, and this is her son all grown up. So, if I'm wrong, please correct. But that's just the vibe that I've gotten after reading this series and looking back on this cover in particular. And displayed loud and proud beside my 9.9 issue 7. They will be there forever, and I occasionally swap them depending on where I put my computer and my webcam and my camera. I'm like, I gotta always make sure that my Stillwater is shown, and then I also have several issues down here. And then if you could see above my head right now, you would see all of them. They have overtaken the very first row on my wall. So let's go ahead and jump in. I don't want to. Well, I guess to make a couple predictions. Part of me worries that if it's very, very open-ended, it would be, I mean, it's already bittersweet because this is my favorite comic series and it's coming to an end, but if it's possibly not open-ended, I would say, but like a cliffhanger, I would be sad. Open-ended would be okay, like on a large scale. Part of me wants everyone to die. Like, part of me thinks that that is the only way to truly finish this story, is to just absolutely kill everyone. How would that happen? How would that work? I have no idea. I have some inklings of what I would do, but obviously I have no idea if they would work. I mean, jumping into the story bit, so spoiler warning ahead. It doesn't seem like the map can be destroyed. Possibly it can, depending on, I guess, method of how you're doing it. But the map of the town could possibly be erased fully. Like, if we erase the full map, then would it cease to exist? Or, I mean, at least make it to where people could be killed? I don't know. But yeah, part of me just wants everyone to die. Because if everyone dies, it is a very final end to the story, and I think that that would be a great way to go. I mean, the story is brutal, so if everyone were to die, I wouldn't exactly be surprised here, because we've seen some crazy things. Crazy things. Alright, so the way that this works is I am going to read it aloud, and then I will give you a show of the page. So, Chapter 18. Hurry up, we can't. One more second and I'll click. Okay, hopefully they haven't moved them. So every vehicle has a tracker on them? Yeah, except tractors, basically. Just because we didn't let anyone else have technology in this town didn't mean... Shit, what is it? They're fucking gone. How the hell are we gonna find these kids now? You could just ask nicely. Ted? Fucking Ted. And then the last little square at the bottom says violence. I will say though, I have a feeling that I just feel like our main character is a goner here. I know he was chopped up in the last book, but doesn't mean that he's gonna die. I mean, it's Stillwater. Brutal, yes, but is he gone for good? I don't know. The person I don't want to die is Laura. I don't know why. Love Laura, but alright. Violence. This world was built on it. I don't know how to escape it. My whole life, I've been quick to anger. Quick to throw a punch. Now I've tried another way to convince with my thoughts and words, but violence can't hear. Violence can't contemplate. And now, I wait for more violence. To save me, to save Coldwater, the Stillwater residents who've been through so much, the ones who fought for freedom, they don't stop fighting, even as they lie on the ground, scattered. And, no, Claire, don't. She's terrified of being caught, of spending another 100 years underground. I do have to say, Mike Spicer on colors is just absolutely killing it. I love that their bodily fluids, like all kinds, are pink. I think that makes them pop out just so much more when I'm looking at the art. You're one of them. I'm not. One of those fucking hippies. Ugh. We need to finish you. We need to protect the town. Protect Stillwater. Oh God, no. No. You! Never again, do you hear me? Never again! Claire's really fighting for it. Go, girl. Once you've suffered 150 years of violence, you'll commit violence to never feel it again. Oh, Claire, I'm so sorry. I wish I could help you find peace. Oh, man, that's insane. She just, picks up his head and runs with it. Because we know that he can, you know, they've said before that someone has regrew just from a head, so. Now the question is, they cut up his other body parts. Could all those, like, regenerate? And then we'd have, like, a bunch of men running around? That would be great. Ooh. Screech! Stop right there. Show me your hand. Show. Fuck's sake, Gary, it's me. Ted. Oh, shit, I'm sorry. A semi just tore through here, filled with goddamn kids. Creeks and Sam followed. Yeah, I got the call from him to join the hunt. So if you wouldn't mind... Shit, this is bad. It'll be fine. Ted's the man when it comes to tracking down runners. Those kids are as good as dead. Okay, now that we're past the border, a bullet to the head means something. You want to tell us why you're helping? Tired of your old Marine boss ordering you around? Need help getting rid of him now that he's vulnerable? Ain't none of that. Damn. I'm just so damn tired. I did horrible things before the stillness, but killing kids? Trying to maintain this insane situation? If that's what it takes to get a few more years on this earth, well, eternity can go to hell. It's time to stop living forever and just live. Well. I mean, we all know that Ted has just been an asshole this whole time, but asshole doesn't exactly equal psychopath, so we'll see. But he is crazy, so. Burn the town hall. Make it so the rats can't scurry anywhere. Galen, Johnny, I told you to get weapons from the treehouse. They took the Coldwater kids. You don't think I know that? I sent Creeks to go get them back. He's not going to get them back. He'll kill them. They're free. Where the hell did Daniel go? Let them be free. This is spiraled, Galen. God damn it. We can't lose it all. This is on us. You and I started this when I pushed you off that building. We knew we changed this town, but this is madness. Those kids escaped like we should have done decades ago. Let them. We had a plan. We had a plan! But we were never meant to be jailers, torturers. It's over, Galen. We can't force people anymore. Look at this town. Our fresh start where... Calm down, Junior. Get your goddamn hands off me, Trey. This isn't over. Until I drag that bastard's head out of my town. You know, it is sad because, I mean, we start this thinking that I mean, obviously there's a lot of corruption going on when it comes to some of the police force, Ted. You know, the Marines that he brings in are kind of viewed as evil, at least from my standpoint. Or not evil, like the bad guys. But Galen was supposed to make everything better. And it feels like it just switched from one tyrant to another. Because as soon as you get power in this town... Ooh, okay, so we have... I'll just show this before I start reading so you guys can get a good picture. We have Clara and Daniel, who is regrowing. So he's not just a head anymore. I still hear. The fighting hasn't stopped. It's been hours. It won't stop. During the war, the battle went on for days. Unending. Until I was buried. Until... That won't happen again. I swear to you, Clara. I'll stop them. My little pacifist. The tornado that blew in a town, that ran, that fought, that was reborn in fire. I believe you'll survive this, Daniel, but me? I made a deal with the devil. I know where I'm going. I've always known. Must be getting close. What's the box say? Tracker is, looks like 150, 200 feet ahead. Look! That's gotta be them. It's just, it looks like a building on fire, essentially, here. Hey, where are you? The tracker leads us to the vehicle, not the kids. Kriegs would use fire to cover his fucking tracks. Let's just pray he didn't kill them first. Police, stand back. I called 911. I heard children. Oh, sorry, guys. Floor by floor. I'll move to the top and work my way down. I'll start on the second. Remember, you die out here, and you're dead. Oh, fucking hell. Anyone in here? It's okay. I'm here to help. Shit, and who? Ooh. Someone just smashed on the head. Are you here to help, Marine? Captain, I shouldn't have questioned you back in town. I'm sorry for that, sir. I came to help. Bullshit. Kabang! They are now fighting over the gun. I do not like this. Okay, back to the town and Galen and the doctor. Where is he? Daniel? Getting some bed rest. Doctors or... And he gets stabbed by Galen. You see Ted and Kriegs wrestling over the gun. The doctor getting stabbed. Ooh! Daniel is reborn. It's over, and I think you've always known it. The doctor. Daniel! Run! You've seen it with Coldwater. The world is changing. You can't keep people here. And you can't keep people out. If you try and hold on to the idea forever, it'll just bring more pain and sadness. It can't be for nothing. This was a gift, and you protect a gift. You protect Stillwater. So that was this side of the page, which is Galen and Daniel. The other side is Ted. So they're fighting. Selfish, disloyal. You were never a Marine. Rotten hell, civilian. Ooh. So Krieg sends Ted flying. They have to be. They are. So it looks like they found the kids. It's okay. We're here to help. Both of you drop the guns. Ah, forgot about this lady. You've got soft, boy. And soft don't deserve to live forever. It's time to finish this. Back to Daniel. You don't have to do this. It's not a weakness to realize you were wrong. Shut up. You're just an outsider. A wasted life. You were never a child of Stillwater. This is all your fault. And he has tackled Daniel. Let her go. You're a Marine. But you've slowed down with age, haven't you? You didn't think you could shoot her and me in time? Shut up and drop it. I was never a Marine. Never trained. All I had... I don't want to look, because if Laura gets shot, I'm going to be like... I'm going to be big sad. Okay. Marine lady. Marine lady gets shot. That's all. See, you see the color here? I just love that. Was decades of practice. Now we've got to move. The roof won't hold for much longer. Hey, girls. Great, Kriegs. Okay, just die. Not until I make this right. So Daniel they're flashing back and forth between, you know, Laura, the kids, and Daniel and Galen. And poor Daniel's just getting the short end of the stick here, getting stabbed repeatedly. Honestly, I'm glad I get to finish you. Oh. Ha ha ha. Laura to the rescue. Go! Save the kids! Oh my god! Laura, if you don't. Two of you have been invincible for too long. Makes you cocky. But I know death. I faced it before Stillwater. It's okay to be wrong, and it's okay to be scared. So this is the narration. So squares are narration, bubbles are talking. Shut up! You've never seen the world. It's just like Daniel just getting stabbed and flashing back and forth. Okay. The unknown of it all. And that's all fear is. A reaction to the unknown. It makes us controlling and violent. Oh. Jesus Christ. She's fine. She's fine. This is fine. She's alive. Well, I'm fine. Because if you control something, truly control it, you never need to fear it. Kabang! Oh, shit. But that's called living, Galen. It's walking into your fear. But it's okay, because I've got good news. Looks like Laura got shot. You don't have to do it alone. So, even though he was just stabbed like 30 times by Galen, hugging him. Decades of growing back body parts, and now you grew back a conscience? When I signed up for the Corps, it felt like I was fighting for something. And protecting Stillwater felt like that too. But when you strip them away, all I've ever wanted to do, Ted, move, is help people. Oh, no! Wait, why am I sad over Ted? Stop. Stop! How diabolical! Oh, man. I mean, Ted, I feel like Ted and Krieg just were dropped into the fire. Damn. A fresh start. Damn. Man, everyone really, this creative team just pulled together to really made this fucking work. The colors and the art and the dialogue is just... 2 weeks later. It's what you've... Why am I like emotional about Ted? Oh, that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, Sarah. You don't like Ted. We don't like Ted here. But he did just save the kids, and now I'm emotional. 2 weeks later, it's what you've all asked for, both from Coldwater and here in Stillwater, who've been so kind as to let us stay with you while we rebuild. Now for some of you, that will be a fresh start, to leave our towns to experience the world for the first time. And for the rest, it'll be to stay here and deal with whatever comes our way. There's no easy answer, but the days of us turning on each other and controlling each other's lives is over. You voted for me to be the mayor of our conjoined towns to help ease this transition. And I will do that along with our reinstated Sheriff Green. You love to see it. We were... Oh, did I show that page? I'm so sorry. We work for you, and we'll do our best to make sure we're ready for whatever comes and regain your trust after everything that's happened. So, Galen walking away from this conversation and reminiscing on, you know, what started this whole debacle, him being flung off the roof. We didn't know if you'd come. I know. Ooh, okay. So we have Laura, Daniel, and Clara here. I didn't know if I'd come either. I had to be there for the mayor's speech, giving... Why, like, I'm feeling so emotional about this being, like, the last couple pages of this series, like I'm about to cry. If I didn't know if I'd come either. I had to be there for the mayor's speech, giving the promise of a choice for the first time, before we take it away from them. Everyone still has control over their lives, but that has to include Clara. This is her curse. If we lift that for her, I struggle with it, denying people immortality. But we know it's not right, that it only brings pain. It's from something that isn't God. This has to stop. This map doesn't burn, but we can't destroy it. But we know it can be changed. We've done it before. This is just on graphite paper. I said that before. They just erase the whole town and see what that does. So we can erase our mistakes. That's exactly what they're doing. She's erasing it. Okay, the border is gone. Who wants to... I'll do it. So... It didn't work. So, looks like Galen cut his finger and it healed right back up. It's okay. We'll figure something else out. Daniel, what are you doing? Oh, shit. It's him going... Also, we get another reminiscing panel on his friend who was killed outside. And looks like they're at the same pyre. Cuts his... Oh, shit. That's outside. It's outside of the lines and he heals. Daniel, son, can you hear it? Can you feel what's happened? Without the border, without the cage, it's a still world. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Okay, that was, I guess it's a much better ending than everyone dying. But, wow, okay. Holy crap. Whoa, what do you even say to that? Well, it looks like we have 2 notes from Ramon and Chip in here, so let's go ahead and read those. So, speaking of journeys coming to an end, I want to thank all our wonderful readers that held this book aloft and sang its praises. Your support has been unrelenting. Stillwater has been a part of my life for several years, personally trying ones. The series gave me focus and opportunity at a time when I needed it most. A huge thank you to Chip for inviting me into his world. A big hug to the amazing Mike Spicer, who made me look better than I deserved and raised the caliber of the series. Respect for Russ Wooten for adding flair and verbiage to every page. To Andrea Suarez for the great Stillwater logo and book design. A mountain of gratitude to John Moyson, our initial editor, with whom we built the foundation of Stillwater. Last but by no means least, much love to the sublime Amanda LaFranco, who has seen us through our final story arc. One of the best editors I've had the pleasure of working with, elevating not only Stillwater, but the experience of creating it. While this chapter of Stillwater closes and my time here finishes, I look forward to tales that may come. And just like the town's residents, I look forward to living forever on the bookshelf in this haunted tome. Sincerely, Ramon. He has a way with words. So now, Chips. It was a simple idea, the town that lives forever. But like most simple ideas, it grew and branched out like a strange dark tree and became the final issue that you hold today. A story about letting go of control and fear. For Stillwater, I tried my best to let the story speak for itself. So weird for me to even be talking about it now, but I'm eternally indebted to everyone, Ramon pointed out above, for making this book happen and to such a high visual quality. When I started writing the script, Ramon hadn't come on board yet. I felt lost, like the characters were adrift, but when Ramon arrived and began drawing, everything became real. Daniel, Laura, Ted, they were characters with inner lives and feelings thanks to his impeccable storytelling, design work, and character act. I'm literally gonna cry. Okay, I'm fine. We're fine. I'm fine over here. I'm fine. I'm not losing it. There's a reason that this guy has an Eisner Award on his shelf. I can't thank him enough for building this town's world over the last few years. On top of the people Ramon thanked, I want to thank Skybound as a whole. It's so rare to be given the ability to put out 18 issues of a book with the same creative team, but Skybound understands that these projects of love from the creators and seeing them through to the end matters. Nothing lasts forever. Even a book about forever. Thank you for reading and being part of this world, and I hope we get to see it again soon. So then there's also going to be the last volume that comes out as of now, May 3rd. Wow, I'm really trying to hold it together. Trying to hold it together, friends. I'm trying to hold it together, but while this is my reader, it's still going back and forth. I have several copies of this book. A reader, a keeper, and some to give to friends, because I've gotten some friends turned on to this book, and they kind of rely on me to get it to them, so. Big feelings. I love the way that this ended. I'm very happy with it. I'm happy everyone didn't die. I'm happy that for all intents and purposes, the bad guys lost. There was only 2 deaths. So, Krieg's and Ted, which I think... No. Yeah, no. Oh, okay. Multiple Marines here. Fine by me. We're not the best group of people. And if I had to pick the kids of Coldwater versus that group, I'm glad it was them. Ted obviously being one of them. It's bittersweet because he's an asshole. Like, I'm not going to play any games here. I'm not going to front. The man is an asshole. He spent the majority of the book just getting into the utmost crazy debauchery. So I'm not like sad. I'm not sad that he's gone, but in a way I am, because it showed at the end of the day that I really think that this man just got wrapped up in the idea of immortality and protecting it, and got so crazy and hyper-focused on protecting that he lost sight of the fact that he was really protecting people. But in the end, it seemed like he realized that that's what he's always wanted. And killing kids is not something that he was willing to do. And I think that he's one of those flawed characters that makes a lot of sense, because if you live in a place where you can't be killed, you can't be harmed, because everything just fixes itself, not everyone is going to handle that in like a more pacifistic approach like Daniel had at the end. A lot of that, the power goes to your head. We saw that with Galen. I thought personally that Galen was going to be a good ruler or leader, and he turned out to be horrible. He turned out to be just as bad as the judge. I mean, dang, at least when the judge was around, there wasn't as crazy of events that happened with Galen. So it's nice to see Galen kind of switch that. Understand where, Daniel, Claire, and Laura are coming from. I'm glad to see how some of these characters ended up. We just met the mayor of Coldwater. Or mayor? I'll just say leader. In a broad term, leader of Coldwater not that many issues ago. Actually. In like 13? Yeah. So we haven't known her for the majority of the time, but it also feels like she would be a really solid, like, leader that was appointed by people. Like, I would vote for her. She seems like she had the best interest of everyone at heart. And at the end of the day, it is like what the people want. You don't just get to say, well, we don't want anyone to figure out about this, so let's just keep everyone essentially in a cage. They at least need a vote in the matter. And I think that it's just one of those stories that you start at a certain point and you learn what happened and what really happened back in the day, and then what happened in current day to drive this town to be immortal. And it wasn't oh yeah, here, have all this power, we don't want a say for ourselves. It was, oh, well, this is the person that's going to be in charge now, and we'll figure it out. And then it was just never really figured out, and it just snowballed and snowballed and snowballed. And I'm really happy that, you know, Daniel and his mother outlived the series together. I love Laura. I'm definitely going to have to figure out some kind of cosplay for Stillwater. And I hope that Ramon Perez goes to Heroes Con in Charlotte this year, because I have all of my one-shots, all of my store variant covers signed. But past 14, I don't have signed. So I need all of my books signed so that I have my whole Stillwater collection signed. It's only right. And I don't know if I'm ever going to get the chance to meet Chip to have him do the same, but that would be wonderful. And thank you for putting out this amazing series. You all worked so amazingly well together. Like, it's one of the reasons that I just absolutely love this series. And it was from the moment that I saw that cover online that I knew that that was the series for me. So when I actually got the chance to read it and see the story, the dialogue come together with the art and the color, I don't know, there's just something about this book that I don't know how anyone is ever going to recreate something as amazing as this. And I know that, obviously I'm going to follow everything these people do for the rest of ever. So if Chip, Ramon, Mike, Russ, every one of these people, they're putting something out, I'm buying it. So can't speak highly enough about this series. Fantastic way to end it. And if you don't mind, I'm going to go cry into my pillow because my favorite comic series is over. Thank you for reading this with me, and see you soon. Bye.